Hey, CJ, you got Zach back and you got Nurk back, but things did not go as planned in the first part of the season. And I'm wondering what else has to change for you guys other than the addition of those two guys over these 8 games to make things better than they were previously.
Uh, Everything we did in the past doesn't matter. We got 8 games to get ready for the playoffs and either get in or not get in. So we're not really worried about what happened up to this point. It's a completely new season, completely new circumstances with new players. So we just got to be better overall and really take advantage because instead of an 82-game season, it's 8 games.
In what areas do you expect to be better?
Hopefully, all areas, especially rebounding. Defensively, we have more 7-footers, more active, mobile people who are capable of doing a lot of different things. So I think offensively we'll be better, and defensively we'll be bigger, more fundamentally sound, and have more help on the backside.
Next question's coming from David Aldridge with The Athletic.
CJ, what's up, buddy?
Oh, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey, 2 things real quick. Number one, being on the executive committee, wondering how you all plan to keep that energy that the players were showing during the break in terms of the social justice discussion going once the games restart, because, you know, you're going to have divided attention trying to compete for a title. Second question is completely different from that. So if you want to answer the first one first, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll start by saying we've been very proactive with our conversations and phone calls. We actually did a Zoom call with Breonna Taylor's mother a few days ago to get more information on everything that's going on, everything that's happened. I want to go on the record saying that Daniel Cameron is in position to arrest the cops who were responsible for killing Breonna Taylor and still has not done that. So he's the one who's in position to potentially do that. So we want to continue to uplift people like Breonna Taylor who are victims and haven't received the proper justice that they are due. In terms of the other parts of your question, I think basketball is secondary. It's our job. Obviously, we have a responsibility to fulfill those obligations, but it's also our job to fulfill and protect our neighborhoods and protect the people that look like us and come from places like us and don't exactly have the same voices that we do. So I think that's something that's been on all of our minds. We've been very proactive about it. And me, a person who's big on education and education reform, I've continued to try to have those conversations with like-minded people who care about education so we can continue to figure out ways to collectively make an impact and make a change. But there are people who are involved in prison reform. There are people who are involved in police reform and so many other different things that are more so up their alley. We continue to try to have those discussions, conversations, and the biggest thing for us is education. We want to be educated on the matters you're speaking on and really have a passion and make sure that it's a point of focus for you individually. What's the second part of your question?
You know what? I know you don't have much time, so I'll let somebody else ask their question. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Next question's coming from Casey Holdahl with Trailblazers.com.
Hi, CJ. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
There's no one around me. I just want you guys to know that.
What's that, CJ?
I'm wearing a mask and there's no one around me.
Gotcha. You're wearing a mask, no one around you. Yeah, Terry had mentioned that the hammer was coming down maybe on some of the rules. So, gotcha. You guys, you talked about you talked about the team and having Zach and Nurk back, and you got Hassan and you got Melo playing the 3. Have you thought at all about kind of going big in 2020, whereas the NBA seems to be kind of trending smaller? Do you have any thoughts on that, and maybe if there's any benefits to that, or just your general thoughts on the notion of maybe going back to kind of some more 90s style ball, perhaps?
I think for us, it's just more so about taking advantage of our talent. We got a lot of different players who can do different things. Obviously, Whiteside's a 7-footer who's fully capable of impacting the game on both sides of the floor. Nurk, Zach as well, and then Melo's a 6'8", 6'9" swing player who can play so many different positions. So we'll definitely utilize a lot of different lineups, but my job is to play. So you have to ask Terry that same question.
Fair enough. Can I ask you real quick about Gary? We had him on earlier. He was talking about bringing energy. Have you thought about the way he's played, and particularly after having kind of some success before the shutdown?
Gary's looked great. He's got NBA DNA. He works hard. He wants to be good, and he listens. So I think he'll be an impact player for a long time. He'll definitely help us, not only in the immediate future, in the present, with these 8 games. But I think you guys will like what you see from him. He's definitely a special player.